Hey, Todd here on location at the National Army Training Academy, and I'm here to answer AI's questions. So we're going to answer the most searched questions out there on the internets right now. Hey, welcome to another one of Todd's 2-Minute Tech Tip Tuesday, brought to you by the National Army Training Academy. Hey, before we get to the video, which I know this is the reason why you're here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. Hit the subscribe button now. Thank you. Now, back to our Tech Tip Tuesday. Can a multimeter tell you how much life is left in a lithium battery? I'm sure that is totally searched because not everyone has a multimeter, so AI is suspect of the very first premise. But let's go over this, right? So the question is does a lithium battery, right? Because if we understand the characteristics of lithium, it pretty much maintains its voltage for about 80 to 90% of its discharge, and then it begins to severely drop off. So it's a flat discharge curve. So the question is, can a multimeter determine how much life you have? Now, AI says no. But we all know that AI is just a little baby right now. It's an infant, right? It's checking a lot of information out there, but it's not super accurate. Let's go ahead and read what it says, and then maybe I'll answer some more here. It says, what a multimeter tells you: the battery's current, terminal voltage, and whether it's obviously discharged or shut down. Whether it's discharged or shut down. Okay, so it's giving you the voltage. I guess the voltage reading determines whether it's discharged. It doesn't say discharging or shut down, which means no voltage whatsoever. Okay? It's not dead. It's no voltage whatsoever. See, a lithium battery has a BMS inside, and the BMS is a computer that has MOSFETs, relays. Doesn't like what it sees, it opens it up. No voltage typically shows up on the multimeter. The cells themselves still have voltage in there, but we've got to reset the condition for the computer inside to reset it. Maybe that's what AI is saying. What it cannot tell you: the battery's remaining amp hour capacity, overall health, or how many years are left. I agree. Can't do that. But I'll show you that with a multimeter, you can approximate roughly when your battery is dying, which is really simple, right? If it holds or sets when you fully charge it up, take the charge off, a typical lithium battery sits about 13.4, 13.6, 13.4 volts, 13.6 volts. When you put it under load, there's an obvious drop. Boom, right? That's just the law of conservation of energy. We go from high pressure, no flow, to just a step down in pressure. Now we have flow, kinetic energy. So we maintain about 13.2, 13, just depending on how heavy the load is. Over time, what's going to happen is it's going to drop to 12.9, 12.8, 12.7, and so on. Typically, when you get into the 12s, depending on how heavy the load is, you're kind of at the tail end of that battery's capacity. So Voltage Can, at the tail end, definitely can tell you. I have a lot of people, because I do lithium batteries, I have a lot of people ask me, Todd, when do I really know, whether it's a multimeter or even on a screen, when you see it getting to the mid-12s, 12.5, 12.4, 12.3, it's really time to start thinking about turning on the generator or some other charge source that you have and reduce the loads. Because, again, as soon as it gets over there, it's just going to tail off. So a multimeter can tell you on the tail end, or even your screen giving you the voltage. Why voltage is misleading in a LiFePO system? Voltage remains relatively flat through much of its charge range. Thank you, AI, for telling me that. So a weak battery can still show normal voltage. Agreed, unless it's under load. Basic health check. Fully charge the batteries, disconnect them for about 30 minutes, and compare individual voltages. Okay. A meaningful difference may reveal an imbalance or a problem battery. Yes, I will agree to that. An accurate test: fully charge the battery, discharge it through a controlled load while measuring the consumed amp hours, and compare the results with rated capacity. Yes, I agree to that as well, but let's say you don't have all that. What do? Okay, well, here's the thing. You have a battery, right? You can actually approximate the total watts that are stored in that battery, or what we call amp hours, and you can run a load. Yes, we'd like to have a controlled load, a resistive load, a heating element or something like that that maintains the constant load. But here's the thing, if you you don't have all these tools, here's what you can do. If you're used to seeing about half a day's worth of enjoyment, using whatever appliances you have with your lithium battery, and you're still getting half a day's work, then you're still doing pretty good. But when you start seeing that is no longer half a day, but now a quarter of a day, that's when you really want to start looking like, wait a minute, I see a meaningful difference. My batteries used to get me this much time, and relatively in the same setting, they're not giving me that much time. Outside of that, yeah, even a multimeter is not going to help out, because that's the same way I would approximate it. Hey, let's look at this, because not everyone's just going to have a couple heating elements, 3,000 watts worth of heating elements lying around going, hey, I'm just going to burn off heat. Let's see how long the battery lasts, right? That's for people with YouTube channels. All right, so here's the thing. Again, practical takeaways for your lithium battery, because I'm still wrapping this up in 2 minutes. I hadn't started yet, right? That was all the intro. 2 minutes starts now. All right, so again, lithium battery holds its voltage till the end. A multimeter or a screen can tell you kind of on the tail end when it's time to charge, okay? Look at the capacity based on setting up just normal time spans, how long it's lasting, and just kind of monitor those things for you, right? If you need help with that, tell you what, a really cool thing is come spend a week with me here at the National RV Training Academy. We'll go over this stuff for 40 hours, right? So it's not just 2 minutes. This is a long 2 minutes, I get it. Head over to the International RV Training Academy or nrvta.com, fill out the form, get started today. There's your tech tip. All right, before you get to the bloopers, which is why you're here in the first place, the RV industry needs thousands of RV technicians and inspectors, and now is the perfect time to do that. If you want to make more money or have more control over your time, go ahead and click the link below. Or if you just want to learn how to fix your own RV, got something for you there. Head over to rvtechcourse.com and get started today. Now for the reason that you're at the end of the video, roll the bloopers.
Holy crap.
All right.